Hey guys. Ooh, I look really tan. Okay. So if y'all are watching me live, put a 1. And if you are watching the replay, put a 2. I haven't been live in so long, so I figured it was about time that I jumped on and shared a little bit about me and what in the world I've been doing. If you've been watching, I know that I've changed things up a little bit, which is really exciting and a little bit freaky and scary. But I'm just following what I know that I should be doing. So again, if you're watching the live, put a 1. If you are watching the replay, put a 2. Thank you so much for joining me today on Sunday. Hey, Dana. So as y'all are jumping on, I'm just going to get started and just catch the replay if you missed this. Yeah, thanks for joining. So I wanted to share a little bit about what in the world I've been doing and up to, and this whole new me. It's actually not new. It's just who I am and what I've been feeling for a very, very long time. Years even. So I just wanted to get started. So a few years ago, I learned that I was gluten intolerant and that I was already lactose intolerant and starting to get really sensitive to a lot of foods and chemicals and just a whole lot of things, and it was kind of creepy and scary, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't use anything, I can't eat anything, what in the world? So if you have ever dealt with that, give me a heart, because health is weird and it's scary, and if you don't have it, you don't know what to do. So I started diving into eating healthy. I did Whole30s. I started getting into yoga just for like my mind and my body and getting strong again, and using less chemicals and using oils and certain things like that, becoming really crunchy. And it's okay. I admit it, I am crunchy. So I was starting to get headaches and stomach aches. I was really sick for a really long time. And then I just started, taking care of my health and feeling a lot better and getting back to myself. So I feel like that's super, super important that I really focus on my health. So I've been doing that, especially, hi Catherine, especially more this past month, and I know that y'all have seen that. So also something that I deal with every single day is anxiety. It just like takes over your whole life. So if you deal with anxiety, give me a heart, give me a thumbs up. It's tough. It's really tough. It just creeps in out of nowhere, and there's certain things that can affect it. Hey, Tasha, I see you, girl. So that's something that, I kind of started feeling like I was losing myself, and yeah, I know that y'all deal with that because I've talked about it before. So something I've recently found out that I deal with that makes, hey Stacy, that makes a huge difference in your life is I have a hormonal imbalance. So that also gives you a lot of anxiety. It gives you acne. It like has this insane effect on your whole body and your whole life. So I took a moment, thought about like myself and my health, and I was like, you know what? I've really lost myself. I've really stopped taking care of my body, not really focusing on what I was putting in my body or on my body. I'll get more into that another time. But yeah, it's just crazy. So I just really needed to focus on myself. So I did that, and I started doing that, and things started getting a little bit better, and I'll share more about that another time. But something that I know y'all have saw me doing is I've started using a lot more cleaner ingredients and products, and cutting out some chemicals. So I know that y'all have seen me saying, non-toxic, chemical-free, stuff like that. So that's really exciting, and that's kind of what I wanted to share with you. I know that y'all, if you've been following me for a while, I left a business just over a month ago that I worked really hard in for a year and a half, and it was very difficult to leave because I made a ton of really awesome friends, and the leaders were really amazing, and it was really, really hard to just say that. And I still talk with them all the time, but what I was doing wasn't working, and I knew that it wasn't helping me and my health and my future, and I kind of lost myself, and that was really scary. So I was deciding, do I leave? Do I give this up altogether? Do I find something else? I really don't want to. This is a lot of work, and I'm throwing everything in the toilet almost and like saying goodbye. And that, let me tell you, that gives you a lot more anxiety than I thought it did. So I was starting to think about my future, and like I really wanted something that I could grow in and create like real income and residual income. And I know that really scary MLM word that no one likes to talk about in sales. It's actually really cool, and it actually works. So, and I saw it in my last business. So I wanted something that I could grow in and reach more people rather than just females. I wanted to reach men, women, even children, families and things like that. So I wanted something more. And I also wanted something that I could share Jesus with a little bit better. And that's something that's been on my heart a lot, is sharing the word, sharing God, and how he's affected my life and how my life has completely changed, and how I could share that with others and encourage others and let them know that they're not alone, and you have a lot of support and encouragement behind you. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. But I wanted to share a little bit about why I chose this new venture, this new route. I did a ton of research. I was looking at a bunch of different friends that were in different businesses, and I had like a continuous list on my phone and in my notebook of, oh, scratch that out, I don't want to do that, or this sounds really interesting. But I had a list of things that I needed to have if I was going to do this again, things that I held very, very high up on that list. And I think I found it. So I wanted to share that with y'all. So I have notes right behind my phone so I don't forget, because I tend to go off on a tangent when I do live videos, and if you've watched me before, you know that. So I'm going to try to stick with this, and then maybe I'll chat about some certain things afterwards. So I wanted to be able to share Jesus a little bit better. I wanted to encourage others. I wanted something that I could also teach others how to do really, really well. Something that had an amazing onboarding system. So I never was a leader before in my life. I was always a follower. But in the past year and a half, 2 years, I have found myself to be a leader, and I want to lead others and show them that there's a really cool way to do things and things that work. So there's a really, really awesome way to get others jumped into the system and working their own business and doing it the right way and not being spammy, and just letting their true self shine. So that's what I wanted. And I wanted something that would also give me a lot more time with my husband. So I know that I work full time. So I'm a manager of an apartment community, and I wanted something that when I go home, I could just work it for a little while. I could work it on my lunch break. All I was doing, thanks Maria, all I was doing was just working my business all the time, 24/7. I was staying up late. I wasn't sleeping. I couldn't do it if I was attached to my phone, and that's coming later. So I wanted something that would give me more time with him, because we have complete opposite schedules. So when we have our time together, I didn't want to spend it sending invoices and answering questions and packing orders and sitting on my guest bedroom floor just isolating myself, because that's not what it was about. It was about sharing myself with others and teaching others and making money at the same time and having fun doing it. So one thing that really, really made things clear for me is, and it's just so silly, I was sitting on my guest room floor and I was packing orders and I was sending invoices. I was getting really frustrated because my husband was getting really frustrated. He was waiting for me because we were about to start a movie, and we had a little date night at home planned, order pizza, all that fun stuff, and it was 30 minutes later and then 45 minutes later, and he was still waiting, and I just started crying. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't ever see him. I just needed something to change where I could actually spend time with him and not have to worry about being attached to my phone, and I could be in the present and just do the things that I love, but also make some money. So who doesn't want that? Okay. So I went over that. I also wanted something that was already a thriving business. I wanted something that felt like a ground floor opportunity, but that was already a really awesome company that's been around for a while, and that had a really awesome, solid mission that I could truly stand behind. So that was really important to me. Let's see, I also wanted something with consumable products. So something that people would keep coming back to me for because they're really awesome. And hi, Courtney. I wanted something that people were already using and not just one specific niche of people. I wanted men, women, things that everyone could relate to and everyone could use, that were consumable and not something you buy once and then you don't really need it again. Something you buy once and you want everything and then you need to get it every month or two. And then things that were crazy affordable. I wanted something that anyone could buy, that under $10, under $50, all of that sort of thing that really made sense, and things that people were already using but were crazy affordable. So you're just replacing what you're using with something that's the same cost. Thanks for the love. I know that people really feel me on that one. That was big to me too. I also, this was like my top number one because I just talked about this. I wanted something that supported the 21st century entrepreneur, the work full-time people, the people that have lives, that really just craved to be able to work from your phone, work from your computer, work from literally wherever you are, to just jump on your phone and do some work for an hour or two. And thanks for the love. And to still make money and to be profitable, and just to be encouraging, engaging with your friends, and to have it actually work. So again, I know I talked about packing orders, shipping orders, invoicing, something that does all of that for you. That's awesome. And thank you, Maureen. That's so sweet. Something that didn't require you to have inventory, didn't require you to have parties or be spammy or cold message. Do not cold message me. Thank you. Something that was, I know that I said this before, like the Amazon Prime of healthy, non-toxic, chemical-free products. I'm all about Amazon Prime. So I get something like almost every day to my front door. So super important to me. And then I wanted something that would recognize everyone. So recognize the hard workers, not just the people that are building a team, the people that are making sales, just working their tails off, just really seeing like their dreams come to fruition, and really wanted something that would just, encourage and uplift everybody. No matter who you are, you're working hard, you're going to get some encouragement and you're going to get some recognition. And I thought that was really awesome. And then something that was a little bit more faith-filled, and jumping into a team that, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Something that really put Jesus first and family second and business third, because I do. And I think that's so important, because if you're not focusing on God, nothing's going to go right, in my opinion. And I wanted something that really, really focused on that and encouraged others to grow in their faith, and to share it, and just share it without worrying about what others think. And I think that's really awesome. And then I really need to finish up because I'm trying to stay under 15 minutes. Okay, I have one more thing. I really wanted something that would truly create residual income. So something that I could really grow in, and something that I could really see my why become a reality. So something that I know I shared like my dream about living in a house with a huge lot of land and like babies and animals and like a garden, because y'all know I love that stuff, and I love like healthy living and #crunchy. I'm gonna start getting a lot of crunchy comments. But something that I could really see that become a reality. And within this first month of me doing this new business, I tallied it up. I made, I think it was 500% more than I made in the first month of my previous business. And when I saw that number, I was just completely blown away, and really it really showed me that what I'm doing is the right thing. And because I know that no one else's opinions really matter, and I just know that I'm doing the right thing, and that feels awesome. And I have the encouragement of so many people and so many good friends. Hey, Ashley. And just the fact that that could truly happen makes me so excited, and just standing behind everything that I believe in, and having a huge group of people behind me and cheering me on and supporting me just feels really awesome. So with that, I'm going to get off here and get off my little soapbox, and thank you so much for joining me on a Sunday afternoon. It's morning for me because I'm in Texas. But yeah, so I'm going to go do my Sunday stuff of meal prepping and hanging out with my dog and working from my phone because I can. Okay, well, thank you again for watching, and I hope everyone has an awesome Sunday. Bye.